Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I am really excited to share with you my favorites of November. We have a little mix in here. We have some makeup, a couple skincare things I want to mention, and some bits and baubles. So get ready to hear all about the things that I've been using and loving for the month. But if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. I thought I would start off the month by talking about some jewelry. First of all, I am going to talk about some pieces that I've had for a while and talk about some that I just very, very recently got. So I have talked here on my channel, I'm pretty sure on my channel, but also on my Instagram about the brand Hello Adorn. And this is a brand that was started in Wisconsin, here where I live. Now, I'd first heard about this brand from a client who I think knows the owner. And I was just like, on the website, and I was like, this is all very much my style. Very dainty pieces, delicate layerables, you know, just some beautiful things that are some classics, but also some like fun modern twists on things. So I was just really excited to try some things out. And when I took Jeremy on his little birthday adventure this summer, we were in the town where their flagship store was. So when we went in, I walked in and I was like, you know, when you feel like you just align with a brand so much that it's like, if anyone ever wanted to gift me anything, you could come to this store, pick out anything, and I'm sure to love it. Like, it was just, it was so great. So I actually only picked up a couple little things when we were in the store, and one of them was this little set of stackers. So this little rose gold set. I'm so sad though, because I think that they're discontinuing their rose gold. Which just makes me so sad. But you know, I'm also a gold jewelry wearer. So then I did get these two bands, and I really love these. And then actually, where is my little tiny? Then my little tiny band that's on my thumb. This one here, it's actually a discontinued style. So I was loving my pieces. And oh, this little bracelet. I bid on an auction item that was a travel case that had some Hello Adorn jewelry. Actually, it was an auction that my client who told me about the brand had put on, and I was like, oh, I'm getting that. And let me tell you, I'm competitive. Auctions can be very dangerous for me because I'm very competitive. So anyway, I have acquired some bits and things, and truly just about every single item I've gotten, I've really, really loved. And I love the quality, you know, the things like, rings like this for me at work, I wear these all day long. I don't take them off. So they are in shampoo, in conditioner, in hair products. You know, I'm constantly washing my hands. And so I really put them through the ringer and they still really look great. So I just really wanted to mention this brand because if you're like me and you love little layerables, this is a brand to look into because I just really love their aesthetic. I also just recently filmed a little haul from Black Friday. I picked up a lot. It was definitely a splurge time for me, but they were having a great sale. So, oh, this is one. This little choker here is a piece that I picked up. So you'll get to see some of these pieces up a little bit closer in my Instagram reel. So make sure that you're following me over at Keep Beauty Real if you want to check out my entire huge Hello Adorn haul, but I just wanted to give them a mention. I'll have their website linked down below. I do think I also have a referral like thing that I can send out that gets you some money off your first order. So I will make sure to have that linked out. I do think that that also gives me some credit. I will leave the details down below, but if you would like to get some money off your first order, I do think I still have that referral. I will look. So anyway, I just really love the brand. And if you like shopping, you know, handmade pieces, if you want to support some local artisans, I really, really love this jewelry. All right, so speaking of really durable jewelry, I do want to share my Avid Lion piece of the month. You all know that I have been talking about this brand for a very long time. I have purchased many a piece from this brand, and I was really excited when I had an opportunity to join their ambassador gifting program. So I get a piece every month and I just have to share it with you. So last month I shared with you the gold Figaro chain, and I'd let you know that I had bought the rose gold Figaro bracelet and was so in love with it. And I had an opportunity to complete my little set. So I was really excited to see that the rose gold Figaro was part of this month's selection. So I did want to just show you how it comes boxed up. I might have done this last time too, but you get a little info pamphlet and you also get a little polishing cloth, and then it comes in this really nice gift box. So the thing that I like about this is if you are someone who purchases things and you don't love wrapping, but you still want a nice presentation, you could very easily just gift this box and it would just be a beautiful presentation. So I'm not gonna sit on this too long because you got to see the gold one last month, and I think it was actually in my favorites then too. So again, the thing that I love about this design is it obviously looks endless, right? Like you're like, how do I get this on? Like I can't, because let me tell you, when I got my bracelet, I was like, I don't know how to get this on my hand. So one of these links, and it's kind of hard to see, one of these links is just ever so slightly thicker than the rest, and it has a little, is that a lobster claw clasp? I don't even know what it's called. So all I have to do is kind of put this lobster claw clasp through, and the nice thing is if this necklace gets turned around, you are never going to see it. You would never see it at all. And I thought, if I want this to be longer, like if I want to wear a longer necklace, I could attach my bracelet to this. So I'm really excited to try that for a day that I want like a little bit more length. So I just love this. And again, this is the company that I said that I wore a bunch of their jewelry when Jeremy and I went on vacation last year. So I wore it in the ocean, it was in the hot tub, I kept a lot of necklaces on like through the shower, all of that, and it all just looks really lovely. And I have had some friends purchase items and they have had a great experience as well. It was funny because actually one of my salon clients, I was wearing my Figaro bracelet and she came in and she's like, I love your bracelet. I was like, okay, I'm going to tell you about this, but once you get started, you're not going to be able to stop. So I showed her the site and she came in and she had her Figaro gold necklace and her gold bracelet on. And she's like, we're twins now. I was like, we actually are twins because now I have the gold necklace too. So I really love this brand, and you can catch some great sales a lot of the time. So I will go ahead and leave the Avid Lion link down below. Again, let me know if you would like to see all of my Avid Lion jewelry because I have a lot at this point. So if jewelry is your thing, if you want to see some fun pieces, I would be willing to do that. Okay, so thanks again to the brand for sending this over. I really feel very blessed to have the opportunity to be able to have a beautiful piece every month that I can share with all of you. So now that I have all of the Figaro things, we're going to be moving on from that. But I already have my eye on a piece, so I'm hoping that it's available for next month to show you because it's really cute. So away from the jewelry, let's go ahead and dip into some of the makeup. So I am just realizing that I'm not wearing mascara. Hold on, let's go ahead and put on some mascara together. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I'm not refilming this video, so we might as well just go ahead and put on some mascara together, and I will put on the one that I've been loving this month. Wow, okay, I was like, why do my eyes look a little tired? That would be it. So I have used this mascara for a very long time and I kind of got away from it, and I saw a tube in my drawer the other day and I was like, oh, I'm gonna pull this one back out, the Hourglass Unlocked Mascara, and this is a tubing mascara. So I'm gonna go through with my Rephr Lash Curler. So I feel like most of us have tried a tubing formula at this point and are familiar with it, but if you're not, it's basically a smudge resistant formula that is really kind of cool because it creates these tubes that encapsulate your lashes, and you have to use very warm water and some pressure to sort of remove those tubes when you go to wash your face. So what's really nice about a tubing formula is that they don't really flake, at least I don't find that they do, and they shouldn't smudge because really you can't smudge the formula. It's more that, you know, you need that water and that pressure to sort of pull the tubes off. So if your lashes get wet, whether it's from being in the rain, you know, you're crying, you got watery eyes, as long as you aren't rubbing your lashes, you should be able to, you know, maintain your mascara look, which is really great. And the thing that I like about this one is it is really nice and lengthening, and I feel like, you know, you can go over it a little bit and sort of build it up a bit and it doesn't get super clumpy. Sometimes with tubing mascaras, one coat is like all you can do. And I think with the Hourglass, you can do 2 quick coats. You know, you don't want to wait forever. You do kind of want to like do one coat and then do another coat right away. But I really think that this, I'm going to zoom you guys in here. We're just having a little casual morning. It's so early, so like, oh, mascara. So I don't know if you can see the difference between the lashes there, but it's just much more lengthened, much more defined, and this lasts all day. So I have never found that this mascara smudges on me. Now, obviously it's Hourglass, so the cost of it is not, you know, inexpensive, but if you can get this with a good discount, or you have Ulta points and you want to treat yourself to a really nice tubing mascara, this is one that I just really enjoy. So I was excited to bust open a tube of it. Okay, there we go. I'm feeling more like Kelly now. I have one little flake, and I'm gonna just whisk that away with a Q-tip. There we go. All right. Let's continue. Okay, so mascara. That was my favorite mascara for the month. I am still, somebody asked me in the comments of the video, what have you found to replace the Bite Beauty mascara? And nothing yet. I have not found the perfect volumizing, quick, throw it on, looks gorgeous with one coat mascara yet. So if you have any recommendations for a really volumizing mascara that you love, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. So, all right, moving on, let's go ahead and kind of like rewind a little bit, and we'll start with Complexion. So the Haus Labs Triclone Concealer. Let me tell you, I am loving this so much. It's what I have on today. Actually, pretty much everything that's on my face was a favorite of the month. So I will be sharing as I go with you what I'm wearing. But this concealer, you know, I love the Triclone foundation, and I was like, I have to try the concealer, and I just love it. I think it is buildable. It's a nice hydrating formula. I think I'm really gonna enjoy this winter. You know, once I got this, I was wearing it all the time, and I was like, okay, Kelly, you need to put this away for a little bit. And so I pulled out some of my other concealers that I thought that I really liked. Like, for right now, I'm thinking of like the Lancome Tenti Dole. And I don't know if it's because my skin has just gotten so much more dry for the season already, but that concealer I put on and I was like, my skin looks so dry. It looks so dry and crepey under my eyes. I was like, ooh, I don't love this so much. So I don't know if it's just that this concealer is that hydrating and that beautiful, or if it's just that, you know, my skin is changing. But this one has really been coming to the rescue. And I do find that it actually works pretty nicely as a spot concealer as well. But I think because it is so creamy, it's maybe not the most ideal over spots if you are like combo oily skin, because I would just think that it would wear off a little bit more quickly. But also, that being said, if you find that you have breakouts or pigmentation that you're trying to cover and that skin is really dry and you're like, well, I don't want to emphasize it, this concealer would be a great one because it does have that luscious creamy formula. Okay, I feel like I'm having morning voice. I got up really early to be able to film this. I'm actually heading to Las Vegas tomorrow morning to go out for work for Paul Mitchell for a couple days. And I'm really excited because I'm hoping to meet up with a couple of my friends that went out for the Creators and Friends event that was put on by Simbri and Samantha March. And I kind of wanted to go to that event, but I had already booked my plane ticket for heading out for Paul Mitchell, and I would have had to change my salon schedule and all the things. But since people will still be in town, hopefully I can work it out with my schedule and their schedule, and we'll be able to get together. But anyway, that being said, I have been trying to get all the things ready to go, and I was like, I need one video to be able to edit like while I'm on the plane so that I have something early next week for all of you. Okay. Anyway, so if I sound sort of like it's early in the morning, it's because it's early in the morning. So this is a brand that I just recently did a review of because I got some things in their sale, and while I've only had these for a few weeks, it has very quickly become a love. And you probably know that I'm talking about the Phytosurgeons products. I am wearing both the Spectral Sunlight Cream Bronzer in shade 3, and then I have on for my blush today the Skin Spark in Inferno. So these are just beautiful. I really think that Inferno is going to be a shade that I wear a lot. I just think that these cream products look so nice on the skin. They have a beautiful finish. I'm loving the colors. This Inferno shade for me, like, I know we're into December now, but I'm kind of trying to pretend like it's still fall. So I'm like doing the warm and toasty shades. You know, I feel like I've been like a little behind the season every season this year. Like summer, I'm like, I'm gonna wear some summer things into the beginning of fall. And now I'm like fall vibes into winter because I don't want it to be snowy and cold yet, as it's snowy and cold outside. So anyway, I just wanted to update you and let you know that I am still really liking these products. Now, I did want to do a little like update that I was talking about the slight balmy, sort of waxy feel that this bronzer has. And I do want to say it is so ever so slight that I don't think that most people are going to be bothered by it. You know, I've got my hair down today, and by the way, I did not powder after I applied these products. So this is without any setting powder, but it's not like, you know, my face doesn't like stick to my hair all that much. It just has like, my baby hairs just a couple, like, you know, they're laying down a little bit into it. But again, if you powdered, I don't think that would happen at all. It's not super sticky. It's just, it has a little bit of a feel. It's not like a complete dry down, but it's not major. But I did just want to say, like, for anyone that's used to like a powder feel, this doesn't dry down to a powder feel. So I'm really still loving these. Oh, a couple products that I did just quickly want to mention. I had both of these in my Shop My Stash for the season, and I've been pulling this one out a lot. This is the Divine Blush and Glow Trio, obviously from Pat McGrath. This for me has just been so easy because I have a warm blush, I have a little bit cooler rose blush. If I need the highlight, I can use this. I really haven't been highlighting, but sometimes if I'm already pulling out this palette, I will just use this as my inner corner shade if the eyeshadow palette that I'm using or the eyeshadows that I'm using don't have an inner corner. This has been a really nice option, and these blushes just go on so nicely onto the skin. They just have a beautiful finish, and I just know that no matter what kind of skin day I'm having, this formula is going to look good. So I really enjoy having this trio. I have a couple singles of the blush that I think I got them through Influencer actually, and so I really enjoy those as well, but there's something to just having this little palette that I can pull out with a couple options in it that's been really nice. And also now having like 4 of her shades, which the big ones have the 2 shades in them, so technically it's more it's more shades than that, but I don't feel like I need to go out and get every shade. It's just I'm appreciating the ones that I have. So this is a throwback, and I don't think you can get this anymore. Not that you can get this one, but you can get the Pat McGrath blushes. The ones that are in here, by the way, are Divine Rose and Desert Orchid. I think that these are both available in full size. But the Alva Flower blusher from Odin's Eye is one that I still just absolutely love. I mean, look at this shade. I almost put this on today, and I was like, oh no, I want to go with a cream product. It's just so beautiful. Like I said, I don't think you can get these anymore. Now, I think that they had 2 formulas, and I think that the flower blushers are the ones that have a tiny bit of sheen to them, and I think they had another one that was maybe a matte. But if you do have these, pull these out. If you're like, oh my gosh, I got those a long time ago, and I've just sort of like forgotten about them, pull them out because they're an absolutely beautiful formula. Okay, another newish to me product, or newish to me products, that I just want to say that I am really, really loving. I've only had them, again, for like a week now, but I really do have to say I am very impressed by the new Divina Cosmetics bases. This Prelusion eye primer is what I've been using every single day. It's what I use today underneath my shadow, and I did not use any concealer on my lids. I usually like to do that to get a little bit of coverage, but this does have just a very, very slight bit of a cream look to it, so that I feel like I get a little bit of that, but the shadows just lay down so beautifully over this primer, so I've really been enjoying it. I have also used the Specular Sparkle and Shimmer Glue Base several times now, and I think that for me, what really makes these amazing is the price point. I mean, even at full price, I got them during the sale, so I think they were like $6.50, but at the full price of $10, these are amazing. So on the last day of the Sephora sale, I picked up in store the Nars Eye Base because everybody has been saying that they really love this one, and I wanted to give it a go, and it's okay. Like, I just didn't see a big difference. Like, I didn't feel like my eyeshadow lasted that much longer. It definitely doesn't have any base color to it. So I was like, I was a little disappointed. This, I'm not gonna say it's a fail, but it's definitely sort of like didn't hold up to the hype for me. So this one has, let's see here, 0.28 ounces in it, and it's $26, I think. The Divina one has 0.88. Yeah. 88 fluid ounces, and it is $10 at full price. So definitely going to really enjoy this one. So I just wanted to say that, you know, I've really been enjoying them. I don't do a glitter glue all that often, but the few times that I have used this, I've really enjoyed it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about eyeshadow, shall we? Now, I feel like this month has been a mishmash, a little bit of everything. I've honestly been using a lot of my BYOPs. I still have my Spicy Neutrals palette out. Yeah, I mean, I've just kind of been using a little bit of a lot of different, I've been grabbing for a lot of different singles, but I wanted to highlight 2 eyeshadow palettes. So the What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette I mean, this is so pretty. Now, this was sent to me in PR. I do have a video doing 2 looks with it if you're curious, but I just love this sweet little palette. Like, it is such a great size if you want to travel with it. It has some fun little duochrome and multichrome shimmers to it. While there isn't anything necessarily unique as far as the shimmer shades in here, they do perform really beautifully. And, you know, with the nice mattes that are in here, and I thought that the mattes performed really nicely, this does make a really nice grab and go palette to be able to use. Now, that being said, if you have a lot of indie shimmer shadows, multichrome shadows in your collection, and this is a color story that you find yourself grabbing for and purchasing a lot, you probably can dupe out the shades that are in this. But I just like the size of this. I like that I can very quickly pull this out, get something that's a little bit more dramatic, or get something that's more like light and sweet because of the color story that's in here. So I really enjoyed this one, and it has been something that if there's a morning that I'm like, I just want something kind of fun but really easy to throw on, that's been the one that I've been reaching for. Another one that I have been using a lot, and it's what's on my eyes today, or at least part of what's on my eyes today, is the new Haus Labs, let's see, what are they calling this? The Eye Library eyeshadow palette. And I have the volume 001, and I wanted to mention this because I just saw on Sephora it's already on sale. It's in the sale section, and I'm like, just this one, not the other one that has the sort of green, like antique gold green. I love this. I do think that the mattes really remind me of one of Lisa Eldridge's formulas. The shimmers have performed really beautifully. Again, there's nothing unique about the shades that are in here. There really isn't. We have all seen pink to gold multichrome shifts. This is just a really nice gold. And then of course you have this pinky iridescent. There isn't anything unique in here, but the shadows perform really beautifully. And this is such a nice little palette. I've just been enjoying these little palettes that still give me a lot of options though. You know, like, don't give me a quad. I don't want to hear that. But these are still small enough that they're just really easy and simple to pull out, and I might pack this one with me for my trip. So that's what I have on my eyes as my base. I just have the matte shadows on. Now, what I have on my eyes for the lid is the About Face Fractal Eye Paint in the shade Fracture. So this is just a really pretty shade. I have actually started filming that About Face eye paint video for all of you. So this shade, the thing that I think is unique about these, and I did just pick up a couple more shades in the Ulta sale, or Ulta sales, just, can I just say, like, Ulta was really frustrating because every 3 days they were like sort of changing their sales. So some of the things that I had just bought were now on a better deal, or it's like, oh, well, you can get the same deal, but now you can get a gift with purchase. It was ridiculous. This year, Ulta Black Friday to me was really frustrating. Anybody else? Anyway, so this shade, what did I say it is? Fracture. So the thing that I think that makes these really fun is that they are multifaceted. At least the two that I have. I would say that this is like a rosy beige base with gold and copper sparkle to it. So I really like this, and I did put it over the dark mattes. So I think if I had left my lid clean, maybe this would come up a little bit brighter, but I do like just a little bit that it adds. I just feel like my eyes look really dimensional. And I do also want to note that when I wear these, I don't find that I get any fallout from that sparkle on my face. So I think that this is such a nice formula. It is almost like a whipped, yeah, it has almost like a whipped texture. So it's not super liquidy, but it's not like a standard cream pot either. So I think it's like less wet than, let's say, like the Sydney Grace. It has a little bit more of a whipped texture. And you know that I find that I love the Sydney Grace shimmers as long as they aren't the ones that have the bigger mica flecks in it. Then they just feel a little, they don't lay as smooth on the eye as the ones that don't have that. These lay smooth on the eye, but I still get some of that shimmer and texture without it making my lids look more textured, if that makes sense. So I really do love those. I'm not sure if they're still on sale, but I, of course, will have all of these things linked down below if you do want to check them out. Okay, so let's see, what else do I have here? It's a little bit of chaos. Let's talk about lips, and I'll tell you what I have on my lips today. It's actually kind of a mixture. So I was looking online before I started this video, and I'm so sad because I don't think you can get the Persona glosses anymore, but I have the Season 1 gloss in Toffee on my lips, and this is just such a pretty shade. So if you have this one in your collection, because I think I got this either from BoxyCharm, like in their pop-up, or even in a box, this to me is like a softer, more wearable version of Lisa Eldridge Cinnabar in a gloss, right? So it's not quite as warm. It is a little bit more translucent, but it still gives me that juicy kind of cinnamony lip. Now, it looks a little cooler on my lips right now because I cocktailed it with this gloss that I've been wearing a lot from Buxom, and you can actually get this one. This is beautiful. So this is the lip polish in Gabby, and Gabby is, I think they call it like a plummy brown. I don't see a lot of brown in this, but I think I see that it's not just like purple, it's a little bit more neutralized. And you can see that it just has a beautiful shimmer. I know that these Buxom glosses have been around for a very long time, but they are just so beautiful. I actually put on Gabby first, and then I decided that it was just a little too cool toned with the eye look that I had going on, so I just threw some toffee over the top and kind of mixed them together. So I feel like I just have this like nice combo on. And the thing that I like about both of these is they actually last on the lips a while. The Buxom has a little bit more tack to it than the Persona one does. So, you know, it kind of just like made for a little bit grippier gloss, but these are still so beautiful. They do have that cooling effect though. So if you don't like that, I wouldn't say it's tingly. It's more like icy, you know, it's more cooling than like tingly. So I do want to say that, but I love all my Buxom glosses and they're still so nice. I know that this time of year they have like the little gift sets as well with like the minis. So it's a great one to pick up if you have a gloss lover in your life. All right, let's talk about a couple of fragrances that I've been wearing. So this one is relatively new to me, but I think it's so unique that I had to share it. This is blend number 83 from Imaginary Authors, and this is a limited edition scent. They launched it in collaboration with Absolute and Kahlua. So this is an espresso martini inspired scent. And the things that I love about this is it is very chocolate, but it is not sweet chocolate. The one thing that I really don't like is that the cap, the cap on this, like I'm so sad because I was wearing my rings when I first got this and I went to get the cap off and I twisted it and my ring scratched the cap. So I was like, this is why I can't have nice things. I was like, dang it, I haven't even tried it yet, and I already scratched it. But anyway, this is, it is just such a grown-up, sexy chocolate. You are not going to smell like chocolate cake or a Tootsie Roll when you wear this. You are going to smell like dark cocoa sexy vibes. So they say that the notes in this are dark chocolate, sugarcane rum, Arabica coffee, velvety foam, benzoin, night musk, and decadence. And it is like a dry, earthy, and I don't mean earthy as in like stank. I mean earthy as in like almost, I don't know how to explain it, like dusty, but not in a bad way, like just not sticky sweet, you know? It smells like the most expensive dark cocoa powder you could ever buy with a little bit of booze and just like sexy mystery. So I really like this one. I think Imaginary Authors has some really fun scents. So the other one that I've been using a lot, and I got this through Scentbird. I did, by the way, cancel my Scentbird subscription just because it's too much. Like I just have too much. So I finished out my wish list and then I was like, okay, I'm done for now. So my Scentbird scent that I've been wearing a lot this month is Confessions of a Rebel Bite Me. And it's actually what I'm wearing today. And this, I love this one so much. I'm going to pull up the brand site because I've told you before, if any of you are Scentbird subscribers, I highly recommend that you, if you're curious about a scent and you're reading the scent notes through Scentbird, please check out the brand site because Scentbird misses some keynotes sometimes. Like they just sort of give you like a little flavor of it, but I have found that there have definitely been times that I'm like, oh, well, that was a miss because I didn't see this note and that note. Okay, now I do think that I shared this when I first hauled it because reading this is very familiar to me, so I probably shared this when I first got it. So they say that the notes in here are strawberry, red apple, vanilla orchid, jasmine, and golden rum. And you really do get that sort of like boozy yet fruity vibe, and it is just, it's so fun. It's sexy, it's flirty, it's deep, but also sweet without being cloying. You know, there's just something to this, and I definitely get the strawberry and the red apple in here, and it's not Bath and Body Works vibes, but it's also not so far off from fruit that you don't even smell the fruit. You know, sometimes I think there's like strawberry incense and you're like, I don't get strawberry. Like, where did that go? You know, like I know that cherry is a huge thing right now and cherry is just so like forward and everything, but the strawberry and the apple, like I love apple, but I don't want to smell like apple pie. Like I don't want it to be cinnamony apple, and this just has that like boozy vanilla and then that little bit of jasmine in there. It's just so good. So I've really been enjoying this one. I could see this being full bottle worthy at some point in time, but this guy's gonna last me for quite a while. The one skincare item that I wanted to talk to you about, and I actually shared it in my skin tutorial recently, you know, my like having a bad skin day tutorial, and that is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. And the reason I don't have it is Jeremy is probably still sleeping right now, and when I like crept out of the bedroom this morning, I was like, oh, I should have grabbed that out of the bathroom. But I have the jumbo jar of the Ultra Repair Cream that I think I got in a Trend Mood box. And that I have just been slathering on day and night to be able to like really hydrate my skin through this time of year. And I think that it's a very nice no frills moisturizer. Now for me, this cream, it's not like the heaviest, most like emollient of creams, but it is a really nice rich hydrator. And I think that, you know, again, it's simple, it works, it doesn't have anything in it that irritates my skin. Anything that's left on my hands, I rub it into my hands and it makes a great hand cream at night. So I just find that I've really been enjoying it for like ease of use for this time of year. And if my skin is feeling a little sensitive, I like having something that I know is like fragrance free and just really isn't gonna like make my skin even more angry. So I have really been liking that one. The brand was doing an amazing sale for Black Friday where it was like buy one, get one free of the jumbo tub. So it would be like $70 for like a lifetime supply of the product. And if you do like fragrance in your skincare, which I actually don't mind it sometimes, they had some fun scents that you could pick from, but I was like, oh, I mean, that's so much moisturizer. I was going to maybe get one as a gift for someone because I do think that it would work for a lot of people, but I was like, oh, it's just so much. The big sizes, it's just gonna last forever. So I was like, I certainly don't need it, and I wanna make sure that someone really loves a product before I get them like the big daddy sizes. But I did share it on my community tab here, so hopefully if it's a product that you like or you thought that you'd like it, you snagged it. All right, I think that's gonna be it because it sounds like they're doing something chaotic out there and you guys don't need to hear all of that beeping. But I hope that you enjoyed hearing about my favorites of the month. If you had anything that you've been enjoying, please drop it in the comments down below. I'm sure that next month, after the Black Friday sales and all the things that I got, although I don't feel like I went too bad on the makeup, I didn't do too bad, but I did get quite a bit, but I'm sure that I'll have more new things to update you on in next month's favorites, so please subscribe and stick around for that. So I hope you're all doing well as we roll into winter here. I do want to just take a moment, I probably should have done this at the beginning of the video, but I do just want to take a moment to say that I am planning on continuing with my Livemas tradition this year. As you all know, I am a hairdresser, and so this month is the busiest month of the year for me. So something like Vlogmas where people are uploading a video every single day, that is just never gonna happen for me. I don't know how people do it. So what I started doing a couple years ago is my way of celebrating in this month is I do a live on my channel every week so that we can all hang out, have a chit chat. So check the community tab and make sure you're following me on Instagram to keep updated on that. But I want to share the dates right away so that you can get them on the calendar if you'd like to join. It's just a fun, casual way for us to get to spend some time together this season. And I always have a lot of fun. I do always do a little giveaway for each video as well. And this year I really want to celebrate the people that take the time to come join the live. So it will be for people who are in the live only. So hopefully you can come and hang out. And I do have a very special guest coming for one of the episodes, so I hope to see you there. All right, lovelies, that is it for today. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend it with me, and I will see you really soon.